Good evening. It's your boy, DJ Tan, right here on Tanitudes. Tonight I wanted to talk to you guys a little minute about life lessons. Yeah, life lessons. I wanted to talk about some powerful things that we as grown folks need to pick up on and learn. There are some who are content to passively coast through life, hoping that they land where they need to be and know what to do when the time comes. Then there are others who make active choices to understand who they are and what they want and set goals that they will keep them moving into the right direction. But a big part of having successful life is learning how to cope with lessons that life has to teach us. And I think that one of the most powerful life lessons is to make yourself necessary, and you will always be needed. See, if you want to feel successful, learn to create, innovate, or design something other people can use and need. Also, your thoughts or something that you need to piggyback off of someone else. Like what you pass along to others is what will come back to you. The way you speak and the things you say have power. Speech gives us the power to create our destiny. So that's something else that we can do to make things and change things in our lives. You're more defined by what comes out of your mouth than what goes into it. Also, the journey of your success will always begin with the small step of taking a chance. That means in business, in relationships, and in life, it all begins with a small step grounded in a desire to be better and to do better. Think about it. Everything you do in life is a journey. And when you start taking those small steps to do better and to be better, and allowing yourself to stop fearing change and fearing things that you thought were one of the biggest obstacles in your life, things start to look a little bit different and a little bit brighter in your life. You start to allow yourself to have a voice and allow yourself to not fear so many things. And I think that voice of belief and the voice of confidence are all strong enough to drown out all of the negativity that goes on in our lives and our daily situations. And it's very important that you take that time out to know that you can be bigger, better, and stronger. And another thing is that you never really lose until you stop trying. The words "I can't" never accomplish anything, or "I'll try," on the other hand, can perform wonders. Until you try, you don't know what you can do. And those are certain words that you have to stop using in your vocabulary. Certain words like "I can't do it," or "I'll try to do it," or maybe, I'm not quite sure. These are all words that you need to just practice taking them out of your vocabulary. Because in my opinion, they're all negative. They're all negative. Your thoughts are powerful. Make them positive. To have a life that's more abundant and more successful, you have to think in the limitless terms of abundance and success. Thinking is among the greatest powers we possess, and it's our choice to use it negatively or positively. Forgiveness benefits two people, the giver and the receiver. Because the bravest and the smartest thing you could do in a bad situation is to forgive and move on. Don't allow grudges and don't allow grievances to add to the weight you carry on the road to your own success. Because let me tell you something. You could say all day long, "Oh, you know what, I forgive you, but I just don't forget." Well, hell, if you ain't forgiven, if you haven't forgotten, then you haven't forgiven. And we as people tend to use that every single day. And I just cringe when I see people say, "Well, I'm going to forgive you, but I ain't going to forget." That means you haven't moved on. That means you are limiting yourself and you are stuck in that same bubble. So you ask yourself, self, why am I still stagnant in this situation? Why am I still stagnant in my life? Why am I still stagnant in this situation called living? Why am I not someplace else? Why am I not where I want to be? Why am I not above all of this? Why am I still struggling? Why am I still making pennies and dimes? Why am I where I am? Why? Sometimes that answer, to get that answer, all you have to do is just look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you too much for yourself? Because sometimes the only thing that's standing in your way is you. Sometimes our personalities are way too strong for ourselves. And you spend so much time saying to yourself, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this different, and I'm going to do that different. I'm going to let go of this, I'm going to let go of that. Well, the only thing you really need to let go of is all the most stupid ass inhibitions that you have. Because the one thing that you need to learn in life is that happiness does not have any type of bearings on it. There's no limit to happiness. So if something or someone makes you happy, who am I or your friends or your family or your best friend or your whoever to tell you you can't? See, let me tell you all a little story. I was madly in love with someone. And I listened to so many different people as to why I shouldn't be in this relationship with this person. To a point where I gave up. I was like, you know what? They're all right. This person is not for me. And I had to be the most miserable person until I started looking at myself in the mirror and saying, what did you do? And when I started finding what made me happy, it actually made that person happy as well. So we took our relationship out of everybody else's mouth, out of everybody else's conversation, out of everybody else's business, out of everybody else's living room, out of everybody else's phone, out of everybody else's conversation, out of everybody else's social media account. And when you remove your true personal life from everybody else's bullshit, that's when you find true happiness. Because true happiness is within. And true happiness shouldn't be on anybody else's tongue. Who you love or who you choose to love or where you choose to be in your life and that person's life, it ain't nobody else's business, and they shouldn't have an opinion about it. But life gives us a choice. Gives us a lot of choice. So when you wake up and you say the word impossible, contains the opposite of I'm possible, it really does work for you. Start using I'm possible. Because it shows you that it allows you no limiting borders and beliefs, no restrictions to an outlook on life. That's just so important. So important. So I said all that to say that when you wake up in the morning and you look outside, try to look at things a little bit different. Try to see life a little bit different than you did the day before. Because what it's going to do for you is to make you realize that, wait a minute, there's a lot of possibilities and a lot of happiness and a lot of great things that I'm missing by being a Scrooge or by limiting myself or limiting my life or limiting who I am or who I choose to be, see, believe, or tell that I love them, or tell that they love, or just be. Just be. I can't imagine not waking up in the morning anymore and not telling my special person that I love them. It's unheard of. Because that's what makes me smile. So find your smile. Find your smile and hold on to it for dear life. This is your boy DJ Tan. Go ahead and follow me over there I'm on Tanitudes on iHeartRadio, Tanitudes iTunes, Tanitudes YouTube, Tanitudes on Twitter, Tanitudes on Facebook, and Tanitudes on Instagram. And I will see you when I see you. I'm out. Peace. Oh, and Podbean too. Hey.